Priyam just won silver, representing India in the competition here in skating.
Well, it says Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar, so the National Child Award, which I was the winner of in 2019. We went to the Rashtrapati Bhavan and we were there for 7 days. And to be really frank, this is the same words which Narendra Modi ji sir has told us when we were there at Kiran. He was
Sunil, how are you? Priyam, I'm so excited. I know we always talk about real estate, mortgage, and financial planning, passive income. So today is an offbeat episode for our audience. I'm very, very excited to bring somebody today to the podcast show. I want Sunil to just give a teaser and then we'll jump to Priyam directly.
I think Priyam just won silver, representing India in the competition here in skating. What is the competition?
It was a America Cup 2023, so it was the first competition of the year.
Yeah, so congratulations, Priyam, for that. You made us proud, you made the community proud, you made India proud, you made your parents proud. So congratulations, and we love to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So Priyam, skating, right? I've never seen Indians skate at a level wherein they are winning medals. And here I see this beautiful medal here. We want you to tell the audience from your mouth who is Priyam. Tell us from the base as to where you started, how you started it, and how we can inspire others to become Priyam.
It was way back when I was 3 years old. I just started skating, looking at my sister. She was jumping, spinning. So it was a new thing for me. And it's actually not really common to, see people jump over the wheels and, spin over the wheels. So I told my dad, even I want to learn this. So he was like, yeah, why not? Your sister's doing, you can also do that. So me and my twin brother, Pratham, we joined skating academy. And then slowly we kept, working, we kept doing. And then, then no matter of time, we got passionate towards it. And, that's how we slowly started competing. We got to a competition level, and then that's how the time took us, district medals, state level, regional, nationals, and then international. And then I also had the opportunity to meet the Prime Minister of India and won the President's Award there. So, that's how the journey really started, and it went on. It surely had many ups and downs, managing school, managing things, being okay with the injuries.
I was going to ask you, are you going to school?
No. Education has always been parallel towards skating. I obviously love skating. I love to do it, but education is equally important. So I've always given equal importance to it. And my schools have luckily been really cooperative. And, I have been partially good at it. I can't say I was really a scholar, but yeah, 85 to 90% I was good at the maintaining grades. And that in fact made me, little away from skating. And then, I could have a time where I could study, meet friends. So it was a good time for me. And on all, it has been an amazing journey. There's a lot to go on. And just wishing for the best.
See, they say, right, for every successful man, there is a woman behind. For every successful single guy, there is a sister and a mom, right?
Yeah.
How about your dad? So you have two siblings, both of them are skaters.
Yeah.
And your dad and mom have been very supportive of your dream to go into sport. It's kind of rare. You did all this in Vizag in India.
Yeah.
It's very rare to see parents supporting and encouraging kids to go into sports, especially coming from AP. Like I am from Hyderabad, so I know the environment. And people want you to become a doctor or an engineer. It's very rare to see parents encourage kids to go into that. So towards end of the interview, what we want to do is we want to bring parents of Priyam, and then we want to kind of understand the mindset along with your sister to see what kind of encouragement that siblings and parents have to do for somebody like Priyam to be successful. So I'm very curious, what's this jacket that you're wearing? I see something written.
Well, it says Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar, so the National Child Award, which I was the winner of in 2019. We went to the Rashtrapati Bhavan and we were there for 7 days, and so that's when I received this jacket.
Congratulations for that. So they gave you a Bal Puraskar. You know what that means? That means you better perform well all through your life. That's a lot of pressure for you.
To be really frank, this is the same words which Narendra Modi ji sir has told us when we were there at
So how after that, what for Kiran next time?
he was telling us, because after this award is just the start. So this has, given you responsibilities
Correct.
to, do more better in the field, whichever, because we were around 26 people who received the award in different fields. So he told that in whichever field you are, this is a sign for you to do much better and go on.
That's the real definition of a leader. We talked about it in other podcasts. Definition of a leader doesn't mean you should be a manager and you need to have 20, 30 people under you. You can be a leader by just being inspiration to others. And somebody like Pradham, and even for that matter, I respect Sunil for that, because you are a leader in your own right, because whatever you learned, you want to teach others and you want to inspire others. And you doing your job, you're inspiring so many people. And that's the reason we want to bring you on this episode, because we want to understand the dynamics of success. At your young age, in business school, and we always learn about routines, right? Morning routine, afternoon routine, before you go to bed, this is a routine that you do. I'm personally big on morning routines. Like as soon as you wake up, the first hour and a half is so important. To be successful in whatever we want to do is what I believe in. I want to hear your morning routine.
Oh, well, for me, it has always been
What time do you wake up?
Wow.
I mean, I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah.
Don't matter when you wake up. What matters is what you do after you wake up.
So 5:30 is the usual time to wake up, and then we have fitness classes, and then 1.5 hour of training in the morning. We don't really stress out much, and then school, and then having a good time at school, completing homeworks, coming back, another fitness session, and then continuing with the evening class, ending it around 9:30 p.m. And then going back home, having dinner, nutrition, carbohydrates, some proteins, and then sleeping early, because as a sports lead, what is important is to have proper amount of rest with the hard work. So that is what has been my formula with my coaches.
Athlete or not, even if you're a businessman, I mean, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy and wise. And so, even if you want to win the medals, it's like that's the same formula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many hours of training do you do daily?
Well, it includes of about 6 hours, including the fitness sessions, and it varies upon the levels. So it's but one day I have to do with three of those skating routines, and then the other day I have to do four. So it varies, but in general, it's about 6 to 7 hours.
Wow. And
See, let me interrupt you, Sunil. What I want to tell you is, in our business, we have agents who are there in the office more than 10 hours a day. But the agents who are there for less than 5 hours are much more productive, and they are more successful than the agents who show up all the time. The amount of time that you are on something that might not directly is proportional to your success sometimes, because you need to know what you need to do when you are there. And unless if you're doing 6 hours, you better know, like, you have to be prepared mentally before you even show up to the training, what you want to focus on that day. Like you talked about in your AC fitness episode, like you already have to have the mindset.
yes.
You want to work on your biceps or triceps or what you are gonna do, right? If you're not prepared, then it's not gonna. I mean, it will not be a productive 6 hours. Do you anyway?
Yeah. It's all about planning, because if you're not having a planning and then you directly end up showing whatever work you have to do, then obviously that work's not gonna be okay. You're gonna be confused. Okay, should I do this? Should I do that? But once you have planning, you're gonna set a certain amount of time for this work, for work A, for work B. Then things are gonna fall apart, and you're not gonna get too tired because you know what you have to do and what is to be done.
Yes. So first thing is, okay, morning routine, then planning, and actually putting in the work. In your field, I would say there is a Chinese proverb which says, failure is not how many times you fall down. But you heard that proverb? You're not failure when you fall down. Failure is when you don't want to get up. Literally for your sport, that is very true, right?
Yeah.
So I want to hear a story wherein you felt very down and you really needed a lot of self-counseling or your parents' counseling. Tell me a point wherein you were extremely down through your career.
Well, was during the COVID time, we were having a really not good phase because the skating arenas were closed, and we couldn't really go for workout sessions to the gym and stuff. So it was really not a good time for us.
Yeah.
But then when the time started, then again suddenly we got a break because of the second wave. And during that time, I faced an injury. So then I had to be in the hospital for a while. So that was a 3-4 month stage, which was not really working well for me. So that early 2021. But then, I just had the constant support, and I was never let down by my parents. They always, had me that, it's just okay to, be down in life. It's a part of whatever you're doing. So that's how I got motivated, and then I went to Italy in later 2021. I won 4 gold medals there in international championships in
After COVID.
yeah, after COVID. So that one of them was in Slovenia or there. So, and the places like where I've never been, still they were really good championships, and it was a good time, and that gave me a really strong comeback, and which could also tell that no matter what happened, if you really have the faith, if you really have the talent and hard work and belief in yourself, you could just achieve well without feeling bad.
That's great. That's great. So we are going to add the AV file that I got with Priyam's complete profile. I don't want you guys to miss that because it has a lot of information. Mainly, we are unable to capture the amount of accomplishments and milestones Priyam had in his young life so far, all the medals he won and all that. So, like, when I was going through that, it was just, I got goosebumps knowing that he has come far away. Now, from India, your family migrated to US or you're just visiting US? What's your...
Yeah, we have migrated to US recently, a couple of weeks ago. So now we're gonna study here, me and my twin brother.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Narendra Modi, fine with that? I'm very happy and proud that you guys came to US because a lot of kids want to be trained on a unique sport, and people, I know families wherein their kids have trained in football and basketball, and they had quite a bit of injuries with concussions and such. Well, just imagining, of course, every sport has injuries, but you think skate is something that younger kids, like what age can they start, and is there any plans that you have to coach them in it as a like a group level or anything like that?
Yes, I'm actually looking forward for training the kids over so that they learn the sport, and because this is a sport which attracts many viewers and they really love to do it. And I've heard from good amount of parents being here for a short while still, they are really interested to do it. So I mean, in future I'm surely planning up for something so that children, they love this, they learn the sport, and they learn how to jump, spin, and things like that.
Okay, so now that you came here, have you heard of Basic Fitness Group?
Yeah, I've been hearing about that, and I've been hearing about that since this morning also. I don't heard it too much. My dad has been saying that, about this, Sunil Anna is this, that. So I've been hearing a lot, and you have a really good amount of people in your guys, and they're really passionate about fitness, and that's really nice.
So, Sunil, I think we need to create a skate group, skating group.
And yeah, we can do that actually. We have the platform set. We have close to 3,000 people, and I'm sure, like he's saying, a lot of people are interested in skating. We can start the group. We can start discussions. People can talk about where are the stadiums, or like where are the arenas where they can go and practice. He can start giving tips because his experience is mind blowing. He mentioned he started when he was 3. Now you are probably 20, 19 years. Wow. So that every day, if he's training for 6 to 7 hours, he already probably throws the 10,000 hours. You probably know. And the people in the family who collectively have, I think they already crossed 30,000 hours in training. So they have a lot of experience, lot of knowledge, a lot of techniques. So I think he's the best person to guide kids
Young-
or youngsters in skating that we have here. So we can definitely get a group for that.
So skating good for getting cardio? No.
If you jump, like
It's not. It's not like it might not be a good exercise for people, right? Or is it? Sorry, I'm ignorant about the
No, it is actually.
cardio, right?
Yeah, because all of your muscles are really moving when you're jumping.
Especially the leg muscles, the big muscles of the body.
And it's more about balancing. So the balance and flexibility is also really good enough when you try to skate. And I think it should be really good, and people should be really happy with that.
Without judging me or anything, how old they be to start skate? A lot of people in AZ Fitness, they want to get into something unique wherein they can get some cardio and it's fun.
Sir, there is no age.
There is no-
There is no age for it, because I was there in a skating rink just 2 weeks ago, and I saw a 55-year-old man.
Yeah.
He was learning skating. He was, trying to get better. So that itself says, if you really have confidence on yourself, it's not a sport where, you're just gonna go and fall down. Because if you're gonna do anything with proper guidance, you're surely gonna be, good at it.
I'll add a disclaimer. If you have knee issues, then you can avoid.
Yeah, that is obviously you have to be careful about your health issues. But until and unless if you are okay with doing an amount of fitness, if you're really active in doing fitness and stuff like that, I think it should be fine.
I want to know a couple of things. Do you think facilities that we have in Phoenix Metro, are they enough for somebody to get to your level?
I think yes, because Phoenix is a really big city, and here, I mean, I've not been watching much about the grounds and stuff here, but I think if we start doing that, we might find good facilities.
You might as well build one.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not really a big deal.
We'll find you land and we can build it. Sure, you can find a place for it to be.
Then you're the perfect person for it.
Yes, yes,
Not gonna find
absolutely.
any issues.
Absolutely. Now, I have a lot of questions. I don't think we can cover this in the full 20 minutes. So I'm going to very excited following your journey as to where you will go from 20 to 30, 40 years old. I really want to follow your journey and I'm very excited for your success. So I am going to not ask you anymore and Sunil has few more questions.
Yeah. I have few, like, I was wondering, you have been competing for last 16 years. How many medals do you have? How many national medals? How many international medals do you have?
Well, national medals I have around more than 40. And this was my 12th international medal, which I won yesterday night. In a total, I have almost 115 medals. I think 116 now. So I have to check the exact count, but yeah, something around that.
It will be very hard for us to learn and compete. To catch up to Priyam, it will be difficult.
But this is so inspiring. Like, I can't even imagine kind of hard work, what kind of sweat and blood you have to put into your life to reach there. 100 plus just medals.
I'm not downplaying his achievements at all, but remember what Bruce Lee said, right? You do simple things, tremendous amount of focus, and that will get you be at the peak of your performance, like whatever it is that you pick. Simple things that you do multiple times over a period of time with focus. The problem that many of us, like including myself, is we have so many butterflies around and we just try to find each butterfly and we don't know where we are really good at. By the time we know, you will know that you are successful after you are successful. Until that time, you are thinking there is something else that you have to find. Then you keep on moving from one thing to the other. While Priyam was lucky enough, wherein his parents and all his environment was able to guide him to be hyper focused on skating only. He's done it with tremendous amount of focus, and that is what signature of champions. Focus on little things, and they do it over and over and over and over again. The simple things, greatly, and they perfect it.
Exactly true, because when I was 8, 9 years, and when I was not winning so much, my parents could have been like, Priyam, this is not a recognized sport. You can, maybe shift to cricket, maybe swimming. But that was not the case. It was one thing in mind. Our minds were clear that, if we're gonna pick something, then, just stay focused on it, no matter what happens, because we don't want any regrets, that, why couldn't I do 3 more years and I could be better than that? So it's just that have one focus, be clear, and then, you'll be able to do whatever you want.
Now I want to switch gears. I want to bring your parents into the discussion.
Sure.
And then we want to at least try to know their insights on parenting and how to be champion. I wanted to find out. Yeah. Any closing comments before your parents spill the truth about?
No.
Maybe I'll give you one context. Like, what would you like to say to the young kids who want to become skaters like you? What do you want to tell them?
Well, it's just that when they want to learn something, it's not about only skating. It's because I'm skater, I would be telling about skating, but it's not really about skating. If you are into some other sport, if you are into some other field, whatever you want to do, just have your belief with you and your parents' support. And trust me, whatever your parents are gonna say, that's gonna say it for your good. I have seen it with my experience. Okay, I was wrong, maybe, a couple of times, maybe more than that. But yeah, at the end of the day, they're going to say it for you. So be focused, and whatever you're doing, also maintain your education in a similar parallel way.